Hello class, I'm going to go over Rebecca's paper. I have her permission to do this. So I gave this paper a 100, or I should say she actually earned a 100. There were a couple mistakes, but overall it was really well written. And I just want to point out the main points that a lot of students are missing. So first of all, here's the heading. You can look that over. Notice the date. Good. Discrimination. Our race is who we are. I really thought it was good. She had to capitalize is and are because they're major words. They're both verbs. Here she did use Webster's dictionary. I didn't take points off for it. It's a style choice, but it's kind of overused, so I wouldn't use it. But if you want to, go ahead. However, I don't think you should. That's just my opinion. Down here, she introduced the characters and the articles they came from. And then down here, her thesis statement, after comparing Kofer's experiences with discrimination to Staples and then to my own experience, so we know that she's going to compare Kofer, Staples, and herself, it is clear that discrimination is still very much happening today. The only problem I had with her thesis was what kind of discrimination. I didn't know until I kept reading the paper, and then she's talking about racism and ethnicism. Then look at her first body paragraph. One similarity between Staples and Kofer is that both were judged based on lookism. So lookism should have been up here as well in the thesis. And again, if the paper is about isms and the prompt is asking about isms, isms should be in the thesis. Alright, so here, clear topic sentence. And then she goes on to talk about it. Notice that she puts Staples, the page number, period. And the period goes after. That way you know you're starting a new sentence, or you can have a comma if you're including the quote within a sentence. Let's keep going. Her next body paragraph, another similarity. How clear is that? She's transitioning and she has a good topic sentence here. And then she's going to talk about racism. Then she's saying, after seeing how both Kofer's and Staples' experience were very similar, I can also see a similarity between their experiences and my own. How much clearer can she be? So Kofer and Staples and she all have a commonality, a similar, beautiful topic sentence. It doesn't need to be the first sentence, but to me it should be up here somewhere. Can you have a topic sentence anywhere in a paragraph? You can. However, I like my readers to know what I'm going to tell them about, what the paragraph's about immediately. You don't have to, it's a style choice. Her examples are great. She's cohesive, unified, which means the topic talks about the supporting details only talk about the topic sentence. They don't go astray. They stay right down there. Now guys, I do see this though. Try not to use contractions, do not use contractions in formal writing. Also, if you were to take a look at this and read it more slowly, she does not use we, us, our. Now she's using we here, but that's okay because she's referring, or she's including herself in with Staples and Kofer. But she's not using like we in the United States. No, just say the United States, or people of the United States, or in society. But remember, be concise. And then here is her final paragraph. Discrimination has been a prevalent problem. I like the way she starts it. She's not saying, in conclusion, comma. You can if you want to, but at this level of writing, I would not. Or you could say overall, or it is evident, or just go into it. Your reader knows you're going to continue, and they'll know that you're summarizing, and they'll know that it's the conclusion paragraph. So in conclusion, comma, it's kind of not a high level. Alright, let's keep going here. So I like this part here. We will always be the black young man, the Latin woman, or the Mexican girl. I think that's great. She's uniting herself with them again. So overall, this was a really good paper. The thesis could have been better. She could have again written the isms: lookism, ethnicism, racism, or just keep it with lookism and racism. And then let's take a look at her works cited page. Works cited, it's an S because there is more than one. There is more than one. There are more than one. Whatever. Okay, so Kofer, perfect. Everything here is good. Notice that it's double spaced and she has a hanging indent. This, again, discrimination here, I would get rid of it, but she put it in the right spot and she did cite it properly. People are losing points on MLA. I don't understand it. I keep correcting the errors over and over and over. So please don't do that. Alright, overall, her paper I think was a 99 because of the title. And the thesis could have been maybe an 8. But I gave this paper 100, everything else was good. And if you notice sometimes, over here your rubric may say you have a 80. But I may just trump that and say, you know what, no. Even though they had some choppy little errors here, I think it's an 85. So sometimes the rubric and the grade will not match. But I'll always go up. If the rubric says 80, I would never go below an 80. But if it's an 80 and I think, wow, this deserves an 85, it gets an 85. Okay, everybody, the point here is thesis, topic sentences. Topic sentences should go back to the thesis. All of her topic sentences do that. This is a well-developed essay. Follow her lead and you'll do very well. Okay, everybody, take care.